Hello and welcome to Big Sky 35. It's Saturday, 11/19/22. Today I'll be showing off a Frank Thomas binder. I think it was Reese wanted to see Frank Thomas and Griffey. I had somebody asking for Star Wars in depth, so I'll do all of that. I still have Gary Carter stuff to go over. So I got plenty of Saturday personal stuff to really get y'all to get to know the collector instead of just running my mouth. But first, I'm going to run my mouth a little bit. The week that was. So Sunday night, Matt's man was feeling well. So I had Andrew from Page and Diddy on. Great guy. First time I've ever talked to him face to face. Has again, visit them, see Dean. Then I had Bobbles jump in with me, so great fill-ins for the week, and I really appreciate that. Where I can just reach out at a moment's notice and get people. That means a lot because that just shows you how good this community is. And I know some people, will say, "Oh, anybody will get on camera at any time," or some people will, but that's not the case with anybody on any channel. So for people to be eager or want to be on my channel is that makes me feel good. I'm not going to lie. So that was great interaction with the side chat. We had a great chat about Fanatics. Which we can always chat about, even, talk to people offline about it. So I guess that's something that we are kind of as a hobby looking for and looking towards as Fanatics. And I just wish they would hear us and just, if not just go, "Hey, we hear y'all. We're getting something together. We're going to fix some of the issues," anything. But no, silence. And I have yet to buy a card this month. Talk to people. I don't know how long. I think I bought an update box. I have to check with Topps, like on their website. And that's bad that I can't remember. But I'll be going to my PO box later today and checking it. But I think I'm kind of done at this moment. I keep saying, "What do we do as a hobby?" And that Chrome box really upset me. Not upset me like physically, but just kind of, it's like, what am I doing? And then on top of that, I'm only looking for a couple of players or, the rookie guys. I was hoping to hit one short print or whatever, but I didn't, and that's okay. If I want to, I will take the money I would spend on that light box and just buy one of them raw. It's not that big of a deal. I just like to have some rookies. I bought the box of update just to get some rookie base because that's what I want. The short prints are not, to me, they're rookies. The rookie is the base card. So that's how I feel about that. That's how I always feel about it. First base card in the flagship to me is the rookie. And everybody might be different. And if you are, let me know what you think the true rookie is. I know how some people feel. It's like any set, in a regular. I'm not down with that. So I'm old school. I'm all about the flagship, and I hope Fanatics keeps that because we don't know. We don't know what their future holds with them. So I kind of hope for that. Also, I didn't want to bring any of this up, and we might talk more about this tomorrow night. We'll have Lou Rock TV. I just talked to him. We verified him coming on tomorrow night. So, and I do have high expectations for you, Lou. If you come on, you know, you got to win the show, whatever that means. uh, but the stuff with, you know, I just touched on Tops and then PSA. My man JT, if you haven't had a chance to see Triple Crown 24's video this week of what he's going through on PSA, and then he put one on Facebook for our Facebook group with he's got two issues that are huge with PSA right now. And my man, I feel terrible for him. And one of them is personal and one of them is for the group. So the one with the group, you can just tell is tearing him up because it's not his stuff. And he knows we all want our stuff back. And I don't have anything in that group. But, you know, this guy, PSA just got to get their S together, man. They, you know, can't figure out how much to pay you if you paid. You know, you were down for almost 2 years just grading. You needed to, not everybody was grading, right? So you still had your financial team. You still had other people working, plus bringing in new people in all these departments. You have plenty of time to teach and organize and reconstruct whatever you needed. Now I'm hearing they might be coming out with new flip and plastic and all that. Again, that should have been released when you started reopen and not midstream when you can't even get stuff out. I mean, like I said, I still have, you know, I put in at the July special. I've been seeing people get that stuff back for a month and a half now. And, you know, I don't know what's going on there. But I have a lot of Gary Carter's I'd like to get graded for the registry, but I might say the registry is just not that important. It's fun, but, you know, there's too many other choices out there, just too many. And I mean, I have a huge belief in CSG and SGC. I'm getting a little tired of SGC. Their slabs being, to me, they're too big. But, you know, I still like them. They're pretty. But when you go to store them, you got to have special storing or so, you know, where they just don't fit right. So as much as I hate griping about that, because I feel like that is just a minor gripe, and I can figure it out. But I just like my stuff, my players together. So if I go for, say, my Johnny benches, all my Johnny benches are together. It doesn't matter what they're slabbed in. I have them all together in the same, and they're all my stuff's in alphabetical order. And I can't have like, oh, I got to put my SGC over here in another box by themselves so it'll fit right. It just kind of tears me up. It just gives me those heebie-jeebies. So, I mean, but PSA, we got two large manufacturers or two large groups in our hobby that contributes largely to our hobby. The biggest, Tops and PSA. And then Panini on top of that can't get their quality control correct. So, you know, I guess I'm a singles guy for right now. And I'm not buying anything. So, and I don't know if it's going to go over past November. I've seen some stuff. Of course, when I do that, I did look at Tops.com the other night for the first time and saw that the Star Wars Black Chrome released, and ooh, did I want to buy that? But I didn't. You know, FOMO didn't get me. You know, I really like the Tops Mini, but, you know, I'm done right now with Tops. So I'll just go out, get the Pete Alonso colors to do that. So that's where I'm at with that. I didn't really want to do that on a Sunday night. we might touch on it. We might talk about it just because you know how Sunday night is. I go in with a plan and I get hit in the face really quick, and then my plan just goes all to heck. So, um, but it's like a pillow hit. I like it. I enjoy it. It makes me giggle. Um, so, like I said, we'll have Lou Rock tomorrow night. Wednesday, I'll just show off some cards. I got stacks over here that I haven't shown that I'm still getting cards in. Tops takes forever to get their stuff to me. My friends say I have a heck. Tops hates me for some reason. I've done pissed them off somewhere, and they just wait forever to get my stuff to me. So I always have something trickling in, and so I have plenty to show Wednesday, and then I'll be on next Sunday night. That's my plan anyway. Thanksgiving, I'll be going home, but I'll be back here. Going back to Virginia for Thanksgiving, but I got to work Monday, so I'm gonna be back here by Sunday evening sometime uh, to do it from here. So I won't have my dad on this time. That might be Christmas. I don't know. Christmas is actually I think on Sunday, so we'll see. I don't know. Um, so we'll see about that. But anyway, let's get to showing some Frank Thomas cards off, and bear with me. I don't have the greatest setup for showing like top down. So we'll see how she does, and Frank Thomas is actually the one of my Johnny Bench is the least I have of my cards guys I collect heavy on my PC guys, and Frank Thomas is next to that. So just one little binder, not even I think even all the way filled, and just this just goes out for Reese and anybody else that's a big Hurt fan. I have a lot graded, and maybe another day I can do a graded one. But for now, this is just taking a look at a binder and just seeing what's in there and seeing how I collect in a binder. So hold on, and we'll take a look at it. So this is my Frank Thomas. I don't think you'll see any rookies in here because most of those are. I have a box with just stuff that I like to get graded, and I think I have all my rookies in there for right now. Trying to get the ones. This is one of my favorite cards right here, Frank Thomas. I don't know why. It's nothing action, just Frank Thomas with that big Frank Thomas smile. Of course, this is him hitting one. That looks like it might even be just an opposite field ground ball, but this is him launching. So just some Franks. And I try to keep the like stuff together. The Legends cards, love those. And you'll see I'm missing a lot of 90s stuff. A lot of that special, like nice stuff wasn't in my area. I only had one card shop, and it wasn't, didn't have all that stuff. Like I said, I traded sets and things like that. I never saw till I moved or card shows started coming around. This is a great one here, the Big Hurt. Yes, this is a reprint, of course. That's a bucket list card. These are all reprints. So I do look for him in like Blue Jays, A's stuff. I really love the White Sox stuff, but as you got to collect the other stuff too for the player. I mean, you don't have to, but I do. I like that card, and that's with him with Toronto. Different 86 versions of the 35th anniversary. Diamond. Power Broker. I like this insert here too. The 9, I think is what it's called. I have one of those for Griffey as well. I think I might even have Cal Ripken for that too. I can't remember. But that's the 87. So real quick on this one, like I have this complete set in a binder, but I had to buy an extra one because I had to have it in my Frank set. And the blanks, sometimes I get so many in at one time, or I wait to put them in. I just have blanks just randomly, so just easier if I need to move stuff around to make it look better. See, I really would like I should need to move these so they're side by side. And then sometimes when I buy a lot of a product, I like to put a page together. I'm missing one to have the page, but I mean, what a one to have there on there. And again, this was something they sold on Topps.com. It's got Griffey and Frank Thomas, so I had to buy 2 of those. Because I was asked if on one of my streams if I like to buy multiples of some of them, and I said no. But so you're just going to have multiples, and then if it's a card, if I really like it and I see it again, of course I'll buy it again if it's one of my favorite ones of one of my players. Allen and Ginter, which that just came out as well. I usually always buy at least 1, if not 2 or 3 boxes of that. Staying away from it this year. You're going to see what players I collect in there and go from there. That's about all I'm going to do when I get back to buying cards again. Love this photo. I know they used this again somewhere, and I can't remember where, but really like that. Then, of course, my stadium clubs. I usually like to put all my stadium clubs together just because the photography and the card. Just love the card itself. I got this one graded because I have this in graded form because I like this card. It's probably one of my top 5s of Frank. Sepia. Gypsy Queen, another one I usually buy quite a bit of. Topps Finest. Love these. This bazookas. I think they're pretty cool. Legacy. Of course, I got that for Frank. A couple with the peels on. I think I have a living set of his graded yet. I'll have to get one graded. Now that's one I do like in the SGC. This is living sets because of how they look so old. Sorry if my hand is shaking, like I said. Optic. Love Optic. Probably my favorite Panini product for baseball. And it's a cheap way to get a color rainbow. Madon Ross. that both styles there. Then the name variation, Big Hurt, Frank Thomas. Tell I like the Diamond Kings. Love Diamond Kings. Like most people growing up, we loved those Diamond Kings, getting them in our packs, looking for them in the hanger packs. As you can see, I have a lot of Frank, but then again, I don't have a lot of Frank. Any player that came up in the 90s, there's a ton of their cards out there. I mean, just unknown amounts. I'm sure they're known, but I don't want to look at the amount. When I heard how many Gary Carters are out there from my man Snoop, that kind of, it's like, wow, over 5,000 and got almost 1,500 of them. Frank, I think I'm just over 600 in different ones of him. He's not the first guy I go after. Of course, I probably my order is Gary, Cal Ripken, and Johnny Bench, then Ken Griffey. Ken Griffey and Frank sometimes get neglected in my but I tend to pick up Griffey's at shows already graded because so many people get Griffey's graded. I usually find I've been getting some good deals. 90 stuff, for the most part, it's tough to grade. A lot of die cuts and stuff. So you can get them in, 7s and 8s. Unless it's noticeable damage, I jump all over them. You cry, I buy. So, and I mean, I have fun for Frank and stuff. I could find a lot of this I find in like 50-cent dollar boxes. Some of the inserts a little bit more, but it's a shame that these new players get sold, at ridiculous prices. And you got a great player like Frank Thomas that kind of, I mean, to us guys that I'm 51, so I wasn't even a kid. This is how much. So he started playing in '89, and that's the year I graduated. So I was an adult pretty much. I wasn't like, awestruck. I did see him play at Auburn, and that's where I first really I saw him hit a ball so far that it was just annihilated. And I was right then just like, okay, this is a guy. And then when he came to be, the White Sox, and they started showing him more and more on WGN because of Frank, and they were good. They had a couple of very good teams, World Series teams and stuff, and you could put it on the board, yes. And so, easy to follow old Frank back then. Now I've moved here. I have the MLB network, so I can watch him. But when I was in Iowa, I had the actual Chicago station, so I could watch that very easily there. But I'm not big on White Sox anymore. They're not my team at all. I mean, they weren't my team then. I watched it for Frank. I did root for them in the playoffs and stuff, but And I think there's a third one of this one. It's a hit parade with home runs, RBIs. Then I think there's like total bases, I think. Or slugging. It's one or the other. I feel like this is a nice rummage video. Premier, O-Pee-Chee Premier. I think this is the first year that O-Pee-Chee was owned separately or was not under Topps banner with this year. And this is their second year, 92, 91, 92. Correct me if I'm wrong down below in the comments. Very awesome, this set right here. Just awesome. Beautiful cards. Just beautiful. Old Leaf stuff. Of course, iconic Leaf year. I have his rookie as well. Graded. I don't know why I always like that Bowman there. That's just weird. Trading places, and it's like A's, Blue Jays. Neither one of them are White Sox. Yeah. I really do like this card too. This one here with the glove. And if y'all know this one here, awesome card. I don't think this is the cut, yeah. But I love that card. I might need to get that one graded. Y'all tell me what iconic cards I'm missing. That'd be a great help. Something to hunt after. This one's nice. I just don't like the color that much, but nice cut. Pinnacle, some Victory, Skybox. Let me get to a hodgepodge. Now we're gonna get down here to some food and beverage stuff. I think these are Hostess back in the day, and then the Duracell. I don't know how many packs of batteries I made my family buy, but now I pick some of these in lots and stuff. But yeah, most of those are mine. Cards. Thought that was pretty neat. The gold one. Classic. And then that's it. That's it for my Frank Thomas. So thank you if you stuck in. Thanks for my hand jittery. I know this was a long one. Like I said, Sunday night with Lou Rock at 8 o'clock. Till then, like, share, tell a friend. Welcome to my channel if you're new. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. Until Sunday night, see ya.